Hi guys, I hope you're all well. It's currently Sunday the 3rd of May 2020 and welcome to week 225 of my weight loss journey. In last week's video we all saw I had a loss of 1 pound or 0.5 kilogram, which in turn saw my body mass index go from 48.2 down to 48. I'm going to start the proceedings off by reviewing my calorie consumption for the past week, which you can see in the graph above. The average of this was 2,579 compared to the previous week at 2,263. So last week I had a quite relatively low average, actually one of the lowest for quite a while for me, but this week I have just gone over my 2,500 calorie allowance. I was expecting to go over it by a lot more, but I'll take this as a win. As you know, last week was my birthday, and on the Monday I did go over my 2,500 calorie allowance, but not silly. I didn't go silly on that day. I was wanting to save myself for this weekend, in particular yesterday, Saturday, where I had takeaway pizza. So big pepperoni, margarita, cheesy garlic bread and French fries. Equated to about 4,500 calories that day. I also had a few other things like some digestive biscuits or cookies, so yeah, it was quite a calorific day yesterday, and that in itself managed to just creep me above my 2,500 mark. But for the most of the other days I was trying to stick well within my allowance, and for the whole I think I managed it quite well. My fluid consumption though has gone downwards this past week to 3,054 millilitres, well below my 3,500 millilitres that I like to achieve or try to achieve on a daily basis, and as an average overall for the week. Now it's time to move on to my activity levels, so let's look at my step count for the past week, which you can see in the graph above. The average of this was 11,071 compared to the previous week at 10,868. So it has crept up very slightly. It's still above my 10,000 mark average, so I'm very happy with this. I've been continuing to do my walks each day. It's my one form of exercise during this lockdown period, and I'm continuing to do it. As you all know, every 5 weeks I retake my body measurements to see if I've made any progress in that area as well. So without further ado, here are my latest results. Out of the 14 body measurements which I monitor, I've not seen any movement in any of them. So this time round, it's a maintain result. But if we look at what I've achieved in the 225 weeks of being doing this weight loss journey, well, I've lost 117.7 inches, which is 298.8 centimetres. It's that time of the week where we all get to see if I've managed to lose any more weight. So here it is guys, here's my weigh-in. I weigh 163.9 kilograms, which is 361.3 pounds, or 25 stone, 11.3 pounds. This means in the last week I've seen a 0.9 pound or 0.4 kilogram loss. And obviously I still can't show you my Slimming World result because due to the lockdown, that is still on shutdown. So that's going to have to be put down as a maintain result. But based on this week's weight loss, it now means I've lost 82.1% of the weight I gained over last Christmas. Yep, still some work to do, but I'm getting there, slowly. Based on this week's weight loss, it sees my body mass index go from 48 down to 47.9. And if we look at my third weight loss target, last week it was 55.7% complete, and after the loss it goes up to 57% complete. So in the 225 weeks of been doing this weight loss journey, I've lost a total of 179.9 pounds, which is 81.6 kilograms, or 12 stone, 11.9 pounds. Next week I'm going to be focusing on my fluid consumption and wanting to get that back above the 3,500 milliliter mark, but based on how I know I am when I'm at home, I do struggle drinking the fluids, but that's why it's important that I do put that extra little bit of effort in to try and nudge it back above that 3,500 mark. Calorie consumption. Now, I know last week was my birthday, so yeah, I went over it. But this week, I'd like to get back down within my 2,500 calorie allowance. Hopefully, that should be achievable, but I do have some leftover pizza from yesterday to finish tonight. So I'm expecting today's calorie consumption to be above 3,000 calories. So I'm just going to have to be extra good throughout the rest of the week. Activity-wise, well, I'll just continue to keep that above 10,000 steps. And yeah, that's about it. I'm hoping I'll see another loss result next week. But with all these excessive calories that I've had this weekend, I don't know. So maybe a maintain result would be a good result. But I would love to see at least another pound loss. And that's what I'm going to aim for. And hopefully I'll achieve it. But other than that, guys, that's it. That's the end of this week's video. As always, if you'd like to continue following me along my weight loss journey and hopefully get to see much less of me in the future, by all means subscribe to my channel so you don't get to miss out on any future videos that I post. I wish you all a fantastic week. Stay safe, look after one another, and I'll see you all again next Sunday.